Hello everybody, JT Bear. Welcome to JT's Barefoot Outdoor Adventure. Today, I'm going to replace the band on that old wrist rocket of mine, and then I think tomorrow, I'm going to go up and take it into the woods. So stick around and you'll find it all one pretty short video clip, but maybe educational, maybe entertaining. Who knows? Only one way to find out. Alright, let's get started. Alright, well this ought to be interesting. Here's an old wrist rocket I found. I have no idea how long it's been sitting around. But I gave it a bit of a tug yesterday and it's in no shape to play. I do have a spare band for these though, and I've done a little looking around. Apparently spraying on some alcohol is the way to go these days. So let's get started. I haven't changed the rubber on a wrist rocket in years, so this ought to be entertaining. Alright, let's get started. Start by making a little space here. Open that up and I'm already a little concerned about this. Seems pretty solid though. Bit of a kink in the band there, that's probably not going to help things. I'm thinking I should expect to replace this fairly soonish. But that's how it came out of the package. Here's the package it came out of. Got a couple of replacement nubs here, which is good. I don't think this wrist rocket has both of it. Alright, now I guess I need to cut this off. I've had this knife for ages. Shocks gave me this thing when we first got together. Lost it a few times, but thankfully always been able to find it again. I'll just get these off and get back to it. Alright, and ready to go I guess. Alright, so getting these little black protective nubs on should be easy enough. Don't imagine I'll need the alcohol for that. Been wrong before though. I'm sure I'll be wrong again. Consistency is important. That wasn't too bad. Alright, we'll just get that other one on there. So I remember as a kid, once we'd get to this point, we used to spit on them and use dish soap and all kinds of stupid stuff. But apparently the more reasonable way to go about it is to get just a little rubbing alcohol. It's a little spray bottle from the dollar store. Spray it on there because it'll lubricate and evaporate pretty quick. And then in theory, it should slide on nice and easily. But we shall see about that. We know how I do with easy, don't we? Well, that's not too bad. I might actually have put too much on here. And I'm just kind of turning that, moving it forward, turning it, moving it forward. And I'm going to try and get it probably about ½ an inch down the peg here before I'm done. We shall see. I can certainly see why that TheraBand Gold exercise band stuff is being used for a lot of homemade slingshots. This is already a bit of a pain in the butt. I'll get back to you when this is done. Alright, well now that that's more or less on there, just got to straighten it out and make sure my pouch is pretty much squared up with this thing. Get a decent camera shot here. And then it'll be ready to go. I'm going to give this, probably about an hour to let things evaporate inside there once I'm done fiddling with it. I think this wrist rocket's quite bent actually. Seems to go off way more in one direction than the other. That's probably not going to help. Alright, just got to check the length on that. Alright, I'm going to say that looks good enough, all things considered. Let it set, and give it a stretch. Alright, so here we go. Off to somewhere a little more remote than the backyard to use this little wrist rocket thing. I don't think I'll ever be able to hike through this trail without thinking, ew, a snake. Those guys were so buff. Anyway, I'll finish this when we get up there. How's that for a random beautiful moment?
Honey, do you see up on top of the mountains there where that little...
Alright, so after our little walk through the woods there, I feel like I'm yelling, and I probably am, scaring the ducks away. We found a decent place where we can test this old wrist rocket with its new rubber and find out how she does. See if I can even hit the broadside of a beat up sign.
Meow.
Not with that shot. It curved. My bag fell inward. Can't get to my ammunitions.
That shattered.
Hey?
That shattered.
Yeah. So just for the record, I'm using some of those hydroton clay pebbles today. It would seem like really quite a wasteful thing to do under normal circumstances, but these have frozen several times full of water, so I know that in my system they're going to break up and create a dam, so I might as well use them for rapidly exploding ammunition. Well, here's to hoping I can hit that Schweppes bottle. Close. I can see the little hole from it in the snow. This is very slow rubber on this band. Bag of ammo was not a good idea. Either that or gloves isn't a good idea. Alright, if I don't get it with this next one, I'm gonna kick it.
Okay, go kick it.
It exploded in my hand. I still missed.
You hit it, you knocked it down.
Your turn.
What, to go up and kick it?
No. Alright, so clearly this old wrist rocket with its new rubber does work. My aim doesn't, but the wrist rocket does. So I'm going to wrap this particular video up there. I think Shocks and I are going to fart around and shoot some snowmen and stuff on the beach. If you're interested in that, check out Blonco. There'll be a link to that vlog channel we've got going somewhere over here-ish. And as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Go play outside. Go play safe, but go play outside. Alright, I gotta go get my pop bottles. Bye.